We're seeing a convergence of interest between our countries like we have never really seen before. And I think I've said before that it's really going beyond cricket. It's going beyond the Commonwealth and beyond the common language that we both speak. And I think, from that perspective, our strategic partnership in 2009 has been something that we are immensely proud of. You can see this not only in the enhancement of our diplomatic representation, the increase in the resources that we've given to our office here in Hyderabad with both Ramki and Sangeeta here, the visitors that we have had to this city. I've had one of our federal ministers for the environment here. I've had also premiers from New South Wales and Queensland to this great city, all within the last 3 months. So you see it there, but you also see it in our policy. And the government, you might be familiar with the concept of a white paper, but the government has issued a document in Australia entitled Australia in the Asian Century, and is listed 5 countries of which we want particular close engagement with, of which India is one of those 5 countries. So you will be finding that there is a lot more attention given to India from Australia, and I think perhaps the next 5 to 10 years, hopefully you'll remember these words and we can consider and look back and say, do you remember those days? Because I think it'll be quite frequent that you'll see visiting groups here and the engagement moving forward. For those who love statistics, I'm happy to report that our trade is nearly $20 billion between our countries, doubled the last 5 years. It's great news. Indian investment is very, very welcome in our state, in resources, but in also many other sectors, and we are seeing that in fertilizer, we are seeing that in a range of IT companies that are making Australia their home, and they are all very, very welcome in our country. In fact, I'm very pleased to also say that almost half of the investment last year, which is in the order of around $6 to $7 billion, came from this great city of Hyderabad. But we expect that this pace will continue, and maybe over the next 5 years our trade will be looking to be around about $40 billion as we see a return on that Indian investment in Australia and increased engagement in other sectors. But it is not all about commerce, and for this reason we are delighted that we were able to bring Professor Shergold here during his visit to India. He will tell you that he is no stranger to India and has been here in the past 20 years ago, I think was the first time. He accompanied Prime Minister Howard as our most senior civil servant, the Cabinet Secretary, when Prime Minister Howard came in 2006. And so he is no stranger to India. And it's delighted for us, with his new hat on, that he is able to come back and, I guess from another perspective, provide some observations on how his time in government went, and also what we could be looking to do better, both from an Australian perspective and perhaps some observations on India as well.